we've always been interfaith, so we work with people in all traditions. We celebrate all lifestyles, all people, really, cultures, people. We are inclusive by nature. That's who we are. That's who I am. Years ago, I used to have people who were coming to get married, and they were Catholic and Protestant. People didn't think that was a good idea. They were mixed races. People thought that wasn't so good. People thought, young and old, didn't think that was so good. And yet these people loved each other, and they had chosen to live their lives together and commit to each other. And they're happy, joyful. They raised children. They loved their children. They raised families in loving situations. And not that long ago, a number of years ago now, I was blessed with the opportunity to do the first same-sex wedding here in PEI, and I was pleased to see that for the most part, people were very supportive. Because of course people who love each other should be together. Of course people who are same-sex or heterosexual, it doesn't matter. People are people, and people love each other. And when they do, they should be able to be together. And something occurs to me in that, is that when we're in heaven world, when we're in spirit, is there such thing as gender? I don't think so. Gender doesn't exist in spirit. Color doesn't exist in spirit. Cultural differences are irrelevant in spirit. Age is meaningless in spirit. So, as an interfaith minister, I guess it makes kind of a lot of sense that I celebrate diversity and am comfortable with the notion that there are people in all walks of life, in all lifestyles, and all different cultures who want to come together and be together. And it doesn't matter what color they are, or race they are, or whether they're same-sex or not. It doesn't matter. Orientation is meaningless. People love each other. And that's a beautiful thing. And the couples I've met are always wonderful couples. They're beautiful people. And just like sometimes, when people get married, a few years later, a number of years later, they decide they don't get along anymore. That happens for everybody. Not everybody, but for some. And that's the nature of life, is that learning process. But what I wanted to say, and what I feel is important to say here, is that it's necessary for us to, in a world of diversity, in a universe of diversity, with a God of diversity, that we accept and celebrate diversity. We learn from it. We're enriched by it. We're more because of it. Acceptance is a powerful thing. And unconditional love is also a powerful thing. And in those two things, there is no room for prejudice and judgmentalness. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today.